Okay, so internal organs. We're talking about things here like the heart, the lungs, the stomach, the intestines. They pop up in the Bible. Uh, they do also become a feature in our dream. I think the first thing to note about them, so kind of thing number one, is this is all stuff that's inside of us. So often when it pops up in a dream, it pops up in a way that's showing you something wrong. Just like if our stomach is functioning fine and our heart and lungs are functioning fine, kind of don't even notice them really, just kind of get on with your life. And so it is with your dreams, that if you're focusing, if that's a feature in your dream that you're focusing on, it's probably telling you that there's something you need to pay attention to in that area. But it's an unseen thing that's become seen. The second thing, and way of thinking about it, is that a lot of these internal organs represent a system, and it's one of the ways to approach it is you have to think about it in terms of a system. So if we just take the stomach, and we'll come to this later in more
That's
detail,
good. That's good.
but the stomach is part of our digestive system, which sort of starts at the mouth and ends up on the toilet. But it's part of that system, and so what your dream may be telling you may be related to that system. And just as so if you have a stomach pain, one of your first things to think about, or the first question we always ask when our kids have a stomach pain is, well, was it something you ate? You know, that's the first thing you think, right? So they're all part of a system. The heart is part of your cardiovascular system. It pumps blood around the body. Blood is its own metaphor established in scripture. We'll talk about that later. The respiratory system is obviously all to do with breath. That has its own foundations in scripture, as well as to what breath means. We'll come on to that later, and so on and so forth, you know. So think about it as part of a system. And I think those are the two ways, at least, that we can start thinking about internal organs.